I teach English as a second language, and I teach teachers of English to speakers of other languages. And I'd like to mention a few hints about how to be successful as a student at Eastern Michigan University. One of the first things, most important things that you need to remember to do is to talk and ask questions. That's two things. Talk to your professors and talk to your classmates. You need to ask questions in class, out of class, and talk in class. Make use of your classmates, ask them questions, talk about the subject. Go to office hours. Your professor has set aside that time for you to come and ask questions. They're waiting for you. That's their job during that time. And they're really anxious to make sure that you understand the material. That time is your time and the class is your time. So make good use of that. Make good use of the resources on campus, the International Student Resource Center. You can get help there. I'm sure that you have another session or information about that in orientation. The Office of International Students, the library, Snow Health Center, and many, many other resources on campus. People are willing to and waiting to help you with your any of your questions. The syllabus, make sure you understand that the syllabus is an important document that outlines your responsibilities and the teacher's responsibilities. The schedule that you get at the end of the document outlines the assignments and when they're due, and it's important that you stay on top of those assignments and you know when they're due and you study in between those. If you're not sure if what you understood is what was said, make sure that you talk with your classmates or your instructor. Make sure you ask questions. Ask your teacher to repeat or to write something on the board. They certainly don't mind. They want you to understand.
The biggest difference with my classroom environment here in the US and back in my home country, Cameroon, is that we have fewer students here in the classrooms in the US than in Cameroon. In Cameroon, a teacher is to 150 students in each classroom, which makes it hard for the teacher to have personal relationships or to have to focus on students and really address their learning needs. And here, it's much better and easier because I have very few classmates, and the teacher really concentrates on me, on my needs and my difficulties, which I think is awesome.
For me, I think back at home there were a lot of theories, but we didn't have practicals. We don't practicalize all these things. But back here in the United States, you see these things actually. You don't just learn it in a book, but you see it and you perform it as an experiment, especially as a biology major as myself.
Is the kind of expectation of students from teachers and teachers from students. So back home, students were expected to be in the class and listen to the teacher, and the teacher didn't expect students to participate or to give opinion. Here in the US, students are expected to give prompt opinion on what they think, and sometimes write critical reviews on what they read.
During the class, you can wear anything you want here. You can wear shorts, t-shirts, like sneakers, anything you want, jeans. But back in Uzbekistan, you have to wear dress shirt and you have to have a tie, special tie, when you are going to classes. And another biggest difference is here at classes, here in USA, at class you feel more freedom, more relaxed. You can, like, sometimes I have seen students eating food and listening music or text messaging during the class. But back there in Uzbekistan, you cannot do those things.
Food. I love love food, and I really enjoyed the All-American barbecue organized by the president at the University House. It was awesome. I had a lot to eat, a lot of American food.
I have learned a lot of cultures. I have learned amazing Arabic cultures, like Chinese cultures, Indian cultures.
The best experience here at EMU was meeting you ladies.
Last year's orientation. I was a group leader last year as well, and it was totally amazing. I had so much fun. I had like a couple of, I think about 7 students, and it was just fun to like, relate with them, interact with them. They're all from Asia, people from India, China, Japan, and it was really fun to like just interact with them. And I think that's one of the best experiences about being at Eastern. You get to meet so many new international people like yourself, and get to interact with Americans, and it's just fun, just a lot of fun.
If you're coming into Eastern Michigan University, or generally coming into the United States, make sure you don't just isolate yourself and don't just relate with people of your kind. I mean, people of your dialect. Relate with diverse people, because you have a lot to learn from different people. We have Americans here, we have Asians, we have Indians. Relate with everybody. Don't just relate with your kind of people. And believe me, you're going to learn a lot, because Eastern Michigan University and the people in Eastern Michigan University are great people, wonderful people, I assure you that.
First of all, maintaining their learning style and enrich it with American style, prioritize the activities, and have lifelong goals.
My advice I'll definitely give you is don't be afraid to ask questions. It's okay. People here are, they're willing to help you. They'll help you out. And yeah, just go ahead. If you're lost, ask for directions. If you don't know where, just ask. Don't be afraid to ask.
Believe in yourself, whatever you do, and you'll do the best. All the best.
EMU is a wonderful place to be. Soar like an eagle, glide as much as you want. But when it's time to study, study as hard as you can. And when it's time to play, play loud, scream, and just have fun.